This video is about servicing the clutch on a John Deere 1937 AR unstyled. Very similar for all makes of these two cylinders. First I'm going to remove the outer clutch pressure plate. Notice the three springs, they have to be back in place properly after. I'm going to remove the disc and mark it. It's going to go back into the same location, so I want to make sure that this used disc is going to be in place the way it was before. One mark on that. I'm going to remove the nut at the center. The bolt and the big washer we can set aside after. Right now I'll just make sure nothing falls on the floor. The actual removal of the center disc is done with square bolts, square nuts on regular bolts. They fit into slots and act as a puller. This will come apart fairly easily because it's not tight. I've been working on the unit. In case of something that's been together for a very, very long time, you may have to heat this area here to release the splines. This little pin you see is to make a blind spline. There's only one way that this clutch assembly can go back on for engine balancing. There, that's jumped off the splines now. It's a tapered spline, so we won't need these tools anymore. I'll take the bolt and the large washer off. The center disc comes out. I'm going to mark the inner clutch facing with 2 marks, because since I'm not replacing them with new, these have to go back in the same relationship they were before. That's all there is to that. Inside the pulley is there's a bearing and a large bushing, and that bearing should be oiled occasionally. The service manual says every 2 years of operation. So if yours hasn't been done for a very long time, to release that, you would have to take out the 4 bolts and the 1 pin on the actuator rod from the hand lever to be able to pull the pulley entirely off, clean the bearing, clean the bushing, clean the end of the crankshaft, and then lubricate. The book says oil. I would think a certain amount of light grease would work in this bearing also. So to reassemble, it's just the opposite. So we've got the 2 marks. We're going to put that disc in. Pay attention to the blind spline. This pin here blocks this spline, so it has to go into this little relief here. Putting the bolt and the retaining washer back in. I don't know the torque specs for this, so I'm just going to wing it with a rubber hammer and a good wrench. There, I'm satisfied with that. So the outer disc It has the 1 mark on it. It's back in its proper relationship. If you're checking your used unit, this one here, I got very lucky. There's no scoring. The disc contact areas are quite remarkably good shape. So now making sure the 3 springs are in, I'm going to line that up on any of the 3. There we go there. Placing the clutch adjusting nuts on. Now I'm going to turn the nuts in till the whole clutch assembly is snug. Okay, I'm going to have all 3 of these nuts evenly tight, and now I'm going to back them off. 2 turns appears to be very close to the adjustment for the clutch lever to have the have it over center. So I'm going to try that again. Okay, 1, 2. So this should be fairly close. By moving the clutch lever, I should get a good thunking sound as the hub over centers and closes up the clutch. Right now it should be freewheeling. So it's not quite tight enough yet because I can still turn this. So so I'm going to use a hand wrench. I'm going to close these up. It's not the amount of bolt that sticks out that's important, it's the feel of the snugness of the thing. If I've gone too far, made it too tight, then the clutch lever will not engage. If it's out too far, it'll be a very sloppy engagement. That feels pretty good. I'm going to leave the cotter pins out. I'm going to leave the cover off until I've got a few miles on the thing, some engagement. Then I'll do the readjustment to make up for any wear or dust that comes out. This bolt here is for the brake adjustment. It's set properly when the clutch is disengaged and pulled back. It should stop the pulley from turning. This adjustment here on the clutch engagement rod is correct when the lever here is able to engage but not hit the rod at the top here. Right now there's clearance there. That's it. Thank you for watching.